Good morning, students. Today I will discuss on the poem Kite. Okay, it's a poem written by Harry Bain. First, I will tell you the summary. I will give you an idea about the poem. Okay, the poet has in this poem the poet has drawn a beautiful picture of the flying kite through the words in this poem. We all love to see flying kites, but never noticed how it flies. Through this beautiful word, picture of a flying kite, the poet is just persuading the readers to fly one and notice its beautiful moves. To fly one means to fly one kite and notice how it moves, how the beautiful how beautiful the movement of a kite is. Okay, so through this beautiful word picture of a flying kite, the poet is just persuading the readers. The poet is just want to tell the readers, okay, to fly a kite and notice its beautiful movement. In the clear sky means when there are no clouds, a kite will look bright in it. It will be clearly noticeable. The kite hurls and with every word its tail produces a cracking sound. Then, while flying, all of a sudden, the kite goes high on the top, just like a sheep goes up and down on the crest of waves with a sailcloth. It moves forward when the wind is strong, but as the wind falls, it seems as if it is also taking a rest for a while in the air. Sometimes the thread tied to the kite loosen. You know that the thread is tied to the kite, and it sometimes it get loosened. The flyer tries to roll the thread and runs till a new breeze fills its wings. Breeze means here. A kite really looks bright on a clear sky, but when it gets struck on a treetop, it gets torn and gives a poor look. So that is all the summary of the poem. Now, when I will explain the poem line by line, then the thing will be clear to you. Now, let us come to the explanation of this poem. Okay, here you can see that I have marked the lines. Some of the lines I have marked with black, some of the lines I have marked with blue, and some of the lines are red. So the black colored lines are from your textbook. The blue colored lines are important words from each stanza, and the red colored lines are explanation of each stanza. Now let us first try to read the first stanza for you. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail. So these are these lines. These are the four lines I have just read for you. I've recited the poem. The first four lines. First, you have to know some the new words. The words what are unknown to you. Okay. These blue colored lines are word meaning of this important words of this stanza. So, what is the meaning of the dive and dip? Here you will get some new words: dive and deep. Dive and dip. Okay, dive and deep means to go into water with a force and softness together. Next word is snaps. Snaps is it's a cracking sound. Next blue. Here the blue, you know, the blue is a color, but it's a color that here it is used for the clear sky without clouds. The blue is the indication of clear. It is indicated the clear sky, the sky that is without cloud. So that is the important words of these lines, of these four lines. Now come to the explanation. Okay. So what does the poet want to say by these lines? The kite looks bright on a clear sky when it flies for the first time. It moves, it moves with softness. It will be it. Okay. It moves with softness and force together at the same time to fly makes its tail to create a cracking sound in the ear. So a kite looks bright on a clear sky. When the sky is clear, the kite will looks that kite looks bright. And when it flies for the first time, it moves with the softness and force together at the same time. It moves with the softness and at the same time. Okay, a force works. Okay, together at the same time to fly makes its tail to create a cracking sound in the ear. The tail, okay, the end part of of the kite create a cracking sound in the ear. If you have noticed a kite flying, then you can understand the thing. Okay, now came to the next lines. Okay, next lines. Then soars like a ship, then soars like a ship with only a sail, as over tides of wind it rides, climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls, then seems to rest as wind falls. So now I want to explain the important words and to tell you about the important words here. A lot of important unknown words are there. Source means soar. A-S-O-A-R. The meaning of this word is fly high. Clamps mean to go up. Sail, a cloth on a ship or a boat used to catch wind and help the boat to propel. Tides mean rising and falling waves. Crest means mountain top or a turret of feathers on the head of a bird or animal. Okay, these are the important words of this from these lines. Now come to the explanation. Such moves help it to float in the sky. Such moves means the movement of the kite. Okay, in the sky, just waves rising and falling with the sudden blow of the winds. Sudden blow of the winds, the strong winds. Okay, sudden blow. If the wind is rising, okay, if the wind is very a strong wind, then the sudden blow. There will be sudden blow. The sudden blow, with the sudden blow, the kite goes up to the highest point in the sky in a wavy manner. The way a ship moves on the ocean, there is a compression as a ship moves on the ocean. Okay, just like this, and just like a ship, the kite goes higher up in the sky, the highest point in the sky. But as soon as the wind slows down, but when the wind slows down, it seems as if it has stopped there to rest. Okay, so that is the explanation. In my next video, I will explain the rest of the stanzas.